tighten up against me, and they'll tighten their jaw, and so we're not actually shifting it. You
I
know?
have a bit of almond oil in my hair. I hope that's okay.
That should be fine.
Get a guard?
No, you should get a lot of jaw massage.
Ah.
You need to get rid of it. The guard's only going to stop you from. It's not going to take away the problem. It's just going to.
Oh.
Point of view, it can be like people holding back, not saying what they really think. Could be repressed anger. Those are the two major ones on an emotional level. Yeah, because it's like you're tightening your jaw instead of saying what you like, and you know yeah,
Just make it easier for you.
yeah. Okay, so see, that's what I call fucked. That's an Australian term, but it's so tight in there, and that's going to also be then contributing through the outer thumb band. So the inner thumb band is coming through here, and the outer thumb band is coming through here, and then they're coming up like this. But this outer thumb band,
And I have tennis elbow and this elbow.
yeah,
Which blows.
this is going to come up here and get you in the side of the neck and create jaw tension. So your thumbs need some serious work.
Okay. So could you like write a report and then pass this on to like a local Raynor therapist and like who can work on me?
There's just nobody local in Toronto because I haven't taught there for such a long time.
And nobody like took it on and picked it up and did it?
No.
From all those courses you did?
It was a long time ago, and
There's gotta be somebody.
And a lot of this stuff is more stuff I've developed in the last 5 to 10 years. This working on the details, and just looking at your toes, I can see that there's a lot of distortion going on in there.
I've been working hard on my toes since December. I've been working really hard on those toes since December.
Oh yeah.
Right. Because they look like a fucking mangled mess.
They were much worse in December.
Oh wow. Well, that's good. At least you're making progress. I mean, it's all about making progress.
They can all go straight now.
Yep.
They can all actually like straight joint now because 2 of them couldn't do that in December.
And you're saying something was up with
Well,
your
this
leg.
one's curling under this one.
Yeah.
And this one's curling under that one. But these.
Do you think footwear is a probably a big contributor?
It can be, yeah. Yeah. I mean, definitely.
Bike shoes are tight.
Right. Yeah. So what's going to happen then is, you see your legs are like super tight, you know, like you can, feel like I'm hardly touching there, you know, and that's going to be coming. That's what we call that outer little toe band, and that's going to be coming from like in here, but on the inside of this little toe, and it's going to come. Well, the outer little toe band is going to come around here, but you're also got this one up here tight. This one's like a steel cable. It's actually so tight it feels like bone. I mean, up here that's like
That's probably from biking. Like I've done 3,000 kilometers this year.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the main reason for that.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd know that better than I would. I mean, who knows, right? Like people, we standing on our feet. Most people's feet are messed up to a degree, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know the cause of it necessarily. I'm just there to fix the looking at diagnosing which band is tight. Like that's.
Oh, my hip flexors are fucked.
Yeah, that's like super tight. That's what I call the delta band, which is coming from this toe, and the inside of this big toe. And the inside of your big toe is just really not good. You know what I mean? Like this thing doesn't want to move. This thing,
I'm telling you, they were much worse.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically, I mean, you're sort of like, you're healthy in the sense of you're physically fit, but you're tight as shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like in here, in your whole, like, you got to be careful.
More foam roller?
No, you need some serious work on your toes and fingers is what you need. You need to like probably come to St. Louis or something and get like what rock.
Maybe I can find like a real estate conference in St. Louis and just do a double whammy.
Yeah, because I worked rock 4 hours a day for 4.5 days. He's a friend of ours, and I made serious. He was like.
So how many days would have to come down?
Oh, I need like to get these like a first layer off. I need 20 hours, so I can do 4 hours a day, mostly 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening, afternoon.
Yeah.
And then if we got, I'm not saying 100%. Yeah, that's not to get you 100%.
Yeah.
But that's all I can by 20. You see, this is all like really bad in here. Each of these toes needs to be loosened. But see, 20 hours would take off this first. It's like taking 10 or 20 years of tension away from your body. So if your body's 40 or 50, you're still gonna have 30. And a lot of it then it's just gonna depend on. See how you're clenching? That's what tight jaw is. Instead of you going and letting out. Yeah. So it's a retraining as well. And like I said, that could be a cultural thing. Like, if somebody told you to shut up a lot or something, and it could be anger that's stored in there. Right. So it's about letting that jaw open when so some of it's going, but this is like shocking through here. This is just, I mean, the thing is, what needs to be done? Okay, let's just say your body needs, maybe 60 hours work.
Okay.
What I would do is break it up into 320, and I'm talking then to get you, but I don't know, because we got to get this, you got to breathe into it. You got to let it out. Right? So some of it's going to depend on you, and in the meantime, yeah, exactly. I remember first working on Jason, and it took him a while to understand how to. Once you got it, like you didn't know what the hell was going on, right? Like it was like
you got to learn how to get a treatment.
Yes.
Nothing fun about that.
Yeah. Look, the thing is that this. You got to get that idea out of your head that massage is fun,
Save me.
Because with your body. So this tool is so precise, and I mean, it's like, especially for this spot, which is so important, right? You can just, obviously hold it there and let him breathe into it. And I don't want him to cramp or anything like that.
And that's
acupressure pen.
Acupressure pen.
Yeah, and I'll put a link in the description for those that are interested for Amazon. See, all this is, so each toe and each finger needs this, and that's why, 20 hours, you'll feel exhausted, but you're gonna, after all these, because toxins can be stored in here as well. Once this is all gone, it's that saying in the Vedas, what's sweet in the beginning is like poison in the end, but what's poison in the beginning is like nectar in the end. This will be like nectar in the end, because you'll have a loose body. And it's the best decision you can ever make. But there's no way that, like, in a 1 hour treatment, I could get all this done, because I don't think you could I mean, I could certainly get in there, but the discomfort level would be too high for you, So basically, like in here, for example, you can feel how, so basically what it's, so if a 10 is where you're going to tighten up against me, then I want to work at like a 7.5 to a 9 point, eventually a 9.9, in order to be the most effective. And that's how, to loosen this up,
Right.
and then. And I can tell you what I call a green light. You want to get better. So, some of it's how fast we get this out is just really probably mostly going to depend on you and how much you can, and I'm not there, it's not there to any sort of judgment on you, because everybody has their limit. You know what I mean? It's not a judgment. Like, the most important thing is that you're able to not tighten up against me, because some people might have a high pain threshold, but they clench their jaw to get that. And you can see here, and that's really bad through there. So this is what I call the roots of tension. Like, you might be tight up here, but there's no way I can just eliminate that while this is tight, because this is holding all of that and creating postural imbalance. And even, like I said, your jaw is coming from your thumb. So this is like,
my thumbs have been screwed for a long time.
So this is more like a complete
video game playing.
Oh yeah.
And then it went to like shifting the bike and the dropper, and then I get like pain after doing 8-hour races and stuff like that. My thumbs would just be killing me.
Yeah.
Then I had to go electronic shifting.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's like, ow, that hurts. Oh.
Yeah. It's,
Ah!
that's much better. See, that's. Yeah. I think you're going to be doing a lot of screaming, actually, once you get into it, you know. So, you know.
Why?
Yeah. And it can be crying. I mean, the thing is, a lot of this stuff can also be old emotions, you know? Like, you might think, oh, it's all from your bike or your shoes or something, but it could be from, you know, your grandmother, you know what I mean? Or your mother, or your father. And who knows? You know, I'm not in that game of whatever, psychic
Maybe my
analysis.
first false love that cheated on me broke my heart and I fell unconscious.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All sorts of shit, you know?
It's easy to blame. It's women.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
They actually say the left side of your body relates to females in your
Oh.
life, and the right side relates to men.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I
This is
blew
my
my
dad
left
then.
knee out
Oh,
Yeah, right.
why?
after a relationship.
After a relationship, yeah.
Don't break it. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so this foot, I already see that's a total disaster. Your hands are total, you know. So what it would be, how I would do it would be a session. Say we did a 60-hour treatment and broken up into 3 20-hour treatments and even a few months in between. And then what I would do is do each digit to get a lot, even if I can get 50 or 60% attention out of this toe, this toe, this toe, this toe, this toe, this foot would take me 4 hours.
Yeah.
Right? So I would do that in a day, a 2 hour in the morning, 2 hour in the afternoon. Same with that one, 2 hour in the morning. The hands are going to, you know, your thumb's going to take a while. And then that would be what I call the first run over. And you're going to feel a lot better.
And we haven't even talked about low back and other issues.
The reason is because you're going to have lower back pain with this tightness in your foot.
Right.
All lower back pain comes from the feet.
Yeah.
And the rest of the body, that's what took me 30-something years to figure out, is that the roots of tension are here. You can massage up there and you might get a bit of temporary relief, but if the roots are still tight, it'll come back very quickly. And you'll be like, yeah, I felt better for a day or two, and then it's like, I'm tight again, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas what I'm talking about is like a complete renovation from the foundations, like fully renovating a human body. It's not just some, you know, quick treatment. It's like